Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. As you can see by the title below, this is on episode 8 of Macross Delta. And I know last time I said I didn't really care too much for the episode. I felt like it didn't really need a lot of the things that was in that episode, and it kind of prolonged things, and then it didn't really get rolling until the very end. This episode definitely made me feel so much better. I definitely enjoyed this episode a lot more. Beginning, of course, they are caught. Mirage, Hayate, and Freyja are caught. We get this whole thing with Bogue pretty much beating them all up. All of them are getting beat up. The rest of the group is trying to escape. Mikumo appears once again. Don't know what happened in that temple besides, when she went off on her own. It doesn't really explain in this episode. Maybe I'll explain later on. I'm not too sure. There's still so many secrets that are like it clouds what's going on around Mikumo. It's really interesting on that fact that I always have that thought, like, I wonder what Mikumo is gonna do next, But this episode, pretty much the whole beginning part was mostly with our trio pretty much being caught, beat up. Freyja trying to kind of talk about like apples, they're not made to supposed to be go for war, and even some of the other was like, hey, she got you there. But yeah, Bogue is that guy's just pissed off all the time. But of course it does stop with that one guy with the glasses, forget his name, but he comes and interferes, saying they could use water cure, capture them, not kill them like they wanted to, execute them and everything. And because of that, it gave the time for the rest of the group to come save the day. The ship's coming in, everyone starts to get out, we start to get our fight going on, and here comes the battle scene. The Heinz starts to sing his song, and people starts to get affected, including Messer. Messer is the big point in this episode and seems to be what's going to happen in the next episode. He seems to have some, I guess, like PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder kind of thing. Something in his past, from what we saw, is affecting him. Plus, he's starting to be affected by the virus. He's being infected. And what's weird is he was cured. I thought when water cure sing, they cure you. But for some reason, at the very end of the episode, you saw he was still affected and he was still showing. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. That's probably what the next episode is gonna be mainly focused on. But this episode, there's 2 songs in this episode. First one, honestly, didn't really. 3 songs if you count the awesome song that we've already heard before. But 2 new ones. The first new one, didn't really care too much for it, to be honest. They didn't really even focus on it as much. The tempo is somehow resonating because of their music, and their music obviously wasn't working as well. But Freyja, this is where she finally shines. Her song comes in. I honestly really enjoyed it, because me, I always love the songs, and so far some episodes have been having really good songs, and then some is like This one, honestly, Freyja's song, I completely loved it. We wanted to hear more of it, and just seeing the chemistry, like her and Hayate resonating with each other because of their fold waves. It was just awesome to see Freyja and Hayate forever. I'm sorry, they're not really showing anything that like signs of Mirage entering this love triangle at the moment. I don't want it to happen. Like I keep saying, I want Freyja to be with Hayate full on. Sorry, Mirage. I like her character as well too, but hopefully they just don't. Please don't. But overall, it was a pretty awesome action scene to see Hayate. It's because of that crystal on him too, that when she was singing, it was like, and he was able to resonate with it and like, just take out Bogue. Him and Hayate have like a rivalry now, for what it seems. Also, of course, obviously the Grim Reaper and the White Knight. He noticed that Messer was infected, or he was thinking he was infected, but there was something with the wind, he said. So I'm guessing, I don't know, Messer is the big focal point. Like I really don't know. He's a big question mark that I'm not too sure what's going on with him. Of course, we just gotta wait for the next episode, because that seems like it's gonna be the main part with that ending. But it's pretty interesting to see that they're gonna be focusing on him. Overall, when Freyja started singing, it was cool to see Heinz like be affected. The king was being affected. The guy with the glasses was like, "Ooh, that's interesting. That's fascinating." And the temple was like starting to like really be affected by her voice. So it seems her voice kind of affects everything just like Heinz does. but for the other side, for the human side, and it seems to be stronger in my opinion as well. So overall, pretty good episode. A lot of fighting going on both on the ground and in the air. Two new songs, one awesome, one and then of course a song that I loved. We all fell in love with in like the first and second episodes. That song is like literally my one of my all time favorites of this so far. But yeah, overall, I cannot wait to see the next episode because literally I don't know what's gonna happen next. Now that it seems like the guy with the glasses is really he's probably interested in what Freyja is doing. Probably gonna learn more about her past, maybe see what's going on there because of they're probably gonna look into Freyja and everything. I'm thinking because even the king was like this win, so I'm wondering what's up with her win. Even like everyone was being affected by it, including the Windermen. So that's something. I'm interested in the Messer thing that's gonna happen in the next episode, and just to see where this whole thing goes on now. Now that Hayate and Freyja are kind of resonating with each other, will they talk a little bit about that as well? There's a lot of things that I'm actually really interested on right now that has come up from this episode, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. Will my questions be answered in the next episodes? So yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you want to just put your opinion, how did you feel about these songs in this episode? Like, did you like the first one? Like, I didn't really care too much for it. The second one was awesome, in my opinion. It was pretty dang crazy. Come on, you gotta admit. And I can't wait to see more of that kind of music. Something like this music that she sang was completely different. Like, a lot of them are usually actually fast paced. I have to admit, in comparison, this one was a lot slower, and it worked really well. I enjoyed it. But yeah, before I start blabbering on about how much I love that song and how much I want Hayate and Freyja to be together, I'm just gonna end it here. Just gotta wait for the next episode, guys. Man, Sundays literally are the best and like my favorite for me because I got Boku no Hero Academia. I have what's it called? ReZero, Macross Delta. Sunday is literally the best day of the week for anime. Oh man, I'm just so happy right now because this episode was awesome. So yeah, I'm just gonna go enjoy my day. So hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review, and until next time, guys. See ya.